We go racing with Rick on the sound of the tone in less than 5. Chris, Sam, Kevin, Randy, Christian, Ralph. And we are underway with race number 9, Mod Touring Heat 2 of 2. Let you guys settle yourselves in. And with 1 minute down, 5 to go, we got Chris Adams in that top spot, 14-1. Sam Isaacs in the 2 with a 14-2. Rick with a 14-3 in the 3. Castor in the 4 with a 14-2. Ralph Burch making a big jump, drops a 13-8, jumping up from 7th to 4th. Castor 14-2, Hebert 14-3, Christian 14-6. Top 5 separated by less than a second. 130 down, 430 to go. Drivers 130 down, 430 to go. Sam Isaacs now the man on top. Sam with a 14-1, Adams with a 14-5, Rick with a 14-2. It is still anybody's game early on here in race number 9. Leaders pace 26.610.2. Sam Isaacs in that top spot. Rick now up into the 2. Chris dropping down into the 3. Castor in the 4. Burch in the 5. Hebert in the 6. Christian in the 7. Rick now just 200s behind Sam. 14-2 for Sam, 14-2 for Rick, 14-2 for Adams, 14 flat for Burch, 14-5 for Castor, 14-4 for Hebert. Christian with a 14-8. 0.2 of a second separating first through third. That's Sam, Chris, and Rick. It looks like something may have happened with Chris Adams. Pulls it off. That's going to put Burch now up into that 3 spot. Last lap for our leader, Sam Isaacs, 14-2. Rick with a 14-1. .255 down, 305 left to go. Sam Isaacs on top, 14-1. Rick showing just 0.3 back from Sam. Ralph Burch in the 3 spot, 14-2 for Ralph. Kevin with a 14-5, Castor 14-5, Christian 14-7. 310 down, 250 to go, drivers 250 to go. Isaacs with a 14-4. It's going to let Rick close in. 300s separating top 2. Ralph Burch drops a 14 flat to put himself on top. So Ralph Burch in that top position now. Sam Isaacs in the 2 with a 14-3. Rick Hohwart 14-3 in 30. Bear 14-4. Castor 14-3. Christian 14-6. 335 down, 225 left to go, drivers. 0.09 of a second separating first through third. That is how close they are at the top. That's Ralph, Sam, and Rick. It is anybody's game. Sam Isaacs 14-2, Ralph with a 14-3, Rick with a 14-3. It's going to put Sam back into that top spot. Each time they hit the loop, the computer flips them around. Burch now back in the top spot. Burch with a 14-1, Rick with a 14-2. Sam drops a 14-5. It's going to drop Sam down into the 3. It's Ralph, Rick, and Sam top 3 with 4:15 down, 145 left to go. We got Castor in the 4, Hebert in the 5, Christian in the 6. Last lap for Castor, 14-3, Hebert 14-5, Christian 14-6. Leaders pace 26.610.5. 0.1 of a second separating the top 3. Rick Hohwart now drops a 14-2 to jump up into that top position. Ralph Burch 14-3, Sam Isaacs 14-2. 4:45 down, 1:15 to go. Burch 14-1, taking back over that lead. Top 3 trading the lead back and forth each lap. 1:05 to go, drivers. Burch comes back with a 14.1. Rick with a 14.2. Last lap for Sam, 14.2. Comes back with a 14.3. So with 50 seconds to go, it's Ralph Burch on top. Rick Hohwart in the 2. Isaacs in the 3. Hebert in the 4. Castor in the 5. Cristian in the 6. Leader's pace 26.610.4. Car number 6 of Ralph Burch, the man on top. White with the multicolored blue, orange. Working his way across the line, 14.3. Separated by 0.2 of a second, first and second. Sam Isaacs just 0.4 of a second behind Ralph. 25 seconds to go. Ralph 14.3 last lap. This time by the stripe, 14.3 again. Hohwart with a 14.2, comes back with a 14.1. 600s now between the top two. It's going to come down these final few laps. 10 seconds to go. It's Ralph, Rick, and Sam. Ralph with a 14.3. Rick crossing the stripe with a 14.3. Ralph still on top. Time has officially expired. Everybody keep racing. Nobody is done. Everybody keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Do not stop until I tell you are done. Everybody keep racing. It's going to come down to this final lap for Ralph Burch. 14.2 previous. Rick with a 14.2. Ralph's going to bring it around to the stripe to finish this race out with a 14.3. Rick Hohwart's going to take it on the final lap. They finish 1/1000th of a second between each other. 26.610.831 to a 10.832. 1/1000th of a second. You don't get any closer than that. Sam Isaacs going to finish in that third spot, 26.611.11. Hebert in the 4, Castor in the 5, Tabush in the 6. Adams out early. Great racing, gentlemen. Great racing. That is going to conclude our qualifying for here at the 2017 Roar Electric On-Road Paved Nationals. We're going to do the drivers' meeting. Time now is 4:48. We will do the drivers' meeting at 4:55. So 7 minutes, guys. 7 minutes. Be over at Tech. If you're going to be in the concourse, start bringing your cars out now to pit lane. The track is closed. I'm going to start working on the timetable and the